Hi, sixth graders. Here is a look at the worksheet that we handed out in class today about how to write dialogues in outline form first. If you lay out your argument ahead of time, it's usually a lot easier to figure out what you want your characters to say. And what I'm going to do is go through one side of the argument about King John and Magna Carta. If Simplicio opposes Magna Carta, then that means that Sagrado is going to be for Magna Carta, and then your argument might look something like this. Simplicio might ask Sagrado, what is a king and what is it that they do? And Sagrado might say something like, they're leaders of the people charged with giving them good laws and giving them good judgments. And then Simplicio might ask why Magna Carta makes England a better kingdom. Isn't the king limited now? And Sagrado might respond that the king now has a group of aides and assistants who help him run the country, and that makes the kingdom stronger. And people can also trust the king or his laws. And then the next step, of course, would be, is there a risk of the council turning against the king? And Sagrado might, in fact, ask, if all of the councilors, the nobles and the townsfolk and the church leaders are all going to betray the king at once, and Sagrado is going to say something like, not unless the king is evil to begin with. And then Simplicio, if he's a faithful guy, might ask whether or not the Pope's opinion matters. And Sagrado might say that the Pope ended the excommunication after Magna Carta. And then, at the end here, there would be a summation. So you see in the end, good laws, the Great Council, the recommunication of King John, all suggest that Magna Carta was a good thing. If you decide that you want to add in Salviati's opinion, you could, in fact, point out that Salviati would say that the Pope excommunicated King John, and that would make what's said here, down in square 9, a lot more accurate. And Salviati might also mention that the church believes that kings are divinely appointed and that they receive inspiration from God. And that will become later important in the 1600s and 1700s. But Salviati might also point out that the Great Council has a lot of church leaders in it, and that would tend to make the council stronger, and it would also tend to make the king more powerful because he's got the support of the church. And he would also mention that the Pope lifts the excommunication and gives John the power to be a member of the church again after Magna Carta is signed. So that helps set out the full argument. Simplicio asks a bunch of questions, Sagrado answers those questions, Salviati speaks on behalf of the church, and we have a complete outline. And Simplicio is, at least in our version, convinced that Sagrado knows what's going on, and Salviati has provided a good argument for Simplicio to support Magna Carta as well. I hope this helps you do your homework tonight.